Hey there, people. My name's Ahmed, and welcome back to yet another video. Today, I wanted to talk about Made in Heaven that released last month on Amazon Prime. I managed to finish watching it, and I have some thoughts on it. And if you're a Made in Heaven fan, you might not like them. How do I start explaining what Made in Heaven season 2 felt like? Well, imagine this: you have a friend who borrows your car and dents it and leaves the tank empty. Well, yeah, that's what Made in Heaven season 2 felt like. That your friend took your car, left a dent in the car, and emptied your tank. It practically undoes everything season 1 did well. In fact, it does almost everything that season 1 did, to a point where season 2 is almost unrecognizable. The character arcs are flawed, the story is flawed, and quite frankly, there was only one character arc that I was invested in throughout the season. It was just Mona Singh's character that I fell in love with in season 2. Apart from that, all the other characters were just there. While season 1 was about making you fall in love with the characters and the arcs of each of the characters and actually making you care about the weddings that they're doing and the people getting married in each episode, season 2 feels like quite the opposite of that. It almost feels like you accidentally stumbled into a different show altogether. I mean, they could have just renamed it Made in Hell and it would have worked. Like, it would have just worked that way. Let's talk about the character arcs of season 2. Well, quite frankly, the character arcs in season 2 are there. They exist. But for some reason, I kind of did not understand it, because Tara goes from this really strong, great character in season 1 where she's fighting for her own freedom to whatever Tara's character is in season 2, which I cannot seem to understand. She's annoyed most of the time. She's dating this really nice guy, but for some reason doesn't want to settle down with him. He's practically a walking green flag, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, you're not gonna date him. I don't understand. I'd date him. I would date him. I don't understand. Like, the only good thing that happened in Tara's life throughout the season was her getting the house. And Karan's entire arc in season 2 is just weird. Like, he doesn't talk to anybody, he doesn't say anything, he just takes everything and then bottles it up throughout the season, and then magically towards the end of the season everything is fixed. Dude, come on, dude, talk to somebody. We don't live in the Stone Age. Even in the Stone Age, people were drawing shit. It was a complete de-evolution of all the characters that were involved in season 2. Like Kabir's character, Jazz's character, like Kabir throughout season 1, he wanted to become a filmmaker. He gets the opportunity in season 2 and promptly says no. Like, for some reason, in his head, he thinks it's okay. Then you have Jazz's character, who, for some reason, I don't know, dude, like, she just felt like she was just there. For whatever reason, she was just there. Like, there was no growth. Like, she genuinely does not reach a point in her character arc where I can sympathize with her, I can root for her, I can like her. Yeah, season 2 is a mess, dude. Like, it's so much of a mess that I'm finding it hard to point good parts about the entire season. There are very few things that worked in season 2. Mona Singh's character was the only good thing in the season 2. Like, Bulbul Johari's character and Mr. Johari, Vijay Raj and Mona Singh on screen together, probably the best thing that happened. Their chemistry together was one of the best I've seen on screen so far. The way Vijay Raj actually carries his character, you almost think that he's going to say something absolutely absurd, and then he says something so sweet at the end of it, actually makes up for it. There are so many instances. One, when he's talking to his son, technically his son, and then there are a couple of other scenes where he's talking to a couple of other characters where he actually makes a lot more sense than most other characters on screen. Then you have Bulbul Johari's entire character arc. She was introduced in season 2, she was not in season 1, and her entire arc from the beginning and how she builds a bond with each of the characters, like, I was genuinely interested in her personality, because surprisingly she did have a personality unlike most other characters in season 2, and I was genuinely interested in knowing what she would do next. and that goes a long way in this show. I want to talk about two other characters right now, Adil and Faiza, because quite frankly, they were just there. Did they even need to be in season 2? Like, I think they were just there to move Tara's storyline along. I genuinely feel that Kalki Koechlin and Jim Saar's potential was wasted in the show because, quite frankly, those two actors have massive potential, but for some reason, they weren't utilized. Like, it felt like I'm getting so angry with Made in Heaven season 2 that I can't formulate my words properly. Like, I have my script written right over here. I have to consistently look at it so that my brain can work properly. Like, dude, did you even read the script that was written for you? And why did you release season 2? For the love of everything that's binge worthy in this world, I would recommend that the creators don't make a season 3 of Made in Heaven. They just don't make Made in Heaven season 3. Please don't. And while they're at it, delete season 2 as well. Yeah, it's not worth it, man. Like, it's not. If you want to go watch it because it's bad, you'll watch it. Yeah, don't come back here and comment that Emma, it was that bad. Please don't. Okay, it was bad. I warned you. Don't. It's not worth it. Season 1, absolute fire. Like, probably that's how you should write a good season. Season 2 is a masterclass in not doing a good season. Like, if season 1 was everything that's right with the show, season 2 is everything they just reversed it, inversed it, and then released season 2. That's it. Peace. That's been my time. I hope you enjoyed this review more than I enjoyed reviewing this show, and I will see you in the next one really soon.